Hello, good morning. How are you all? I'm fine. Hope the same from your side. You are knowing every success story is also a story of great failure. About Thomas Alva Edison, you are knowing he was, after finding out a electric bulb, but he faced so many failures. 9,999 failures. Just imagine, if it were you and me, we would have left it, stopped it. But no. At last, he was successful in finding out the electric bulb. And when someone asked him whether you are not tired of so many failures, he told, no, I am lucky because I knew 9,999 ways how an electric bulb cannot be formed. See, what a great man. So, failure is the highway to success. That is why it is said, if you want to succeed, double your failure rate. So, don't be scared because I'm failure, I can't do this and that. No, what the history tells. There are so many stories of successes. These success stories are stories of great failures. But what happens? People never look at the failures. They only see one side of the picture and they say that person got lucky. So, be content, be happy, even when you meet failure, but be anxious to be successful. Today, let me share someone's life story with you. I think this story will inspire you because, as I told you, people like us, one or two failures means we'll leave the ground and run away. But these great personalities, they don't do like this. So, let me share a story with you. It is the fact, it is story means it is not a con story, it is the real story. This was a man who failed in business at the age of 21. See, at the age of 21, he had great loss in his business. He was defeated in a legislative race at the age of 22. Means immediately the next year. He contested for the election and he failed. Failed again in business at the age of 24. Overcame the death of his sweetheart at the age of 26. Just imagine. Had a nervous breakdown at the age of 27. Lost an election again at the age of 34. Lost as a senatorial member at the age of 45. Failed in an effort to become vice president at the age of 47. Lost again a senatorial race at the age of 49 and was elected President of United States. United States, you are knowing, at the age of 52. You are knowing who was this man? This man was Abraham Lincoln. Whether we will call him a failure? No, never. No doubt he faced failures, but he did not leave it. He did not quit. But for him, failure gave him more enthusiasm, and he decided, yes, I will not leave. I will succeed in life one day or the other. So this fire we should have in our life, because that is why it is said that failures are the stepping stones of success. With the failures we learn a lot. We learn a lot because of the failures. If we don't learn, we won't succeed, because if you won't learn means you won't correct your mistakes. So, to do mistake, nothing wrong in that. But see that you should learn a lesson from that mistake. You should not repeat the mistake again and again, because our mistakes are great teachers. Even those successful people whom you see today around you, they have learnt a lot from their failures. So don't be scared at the failures. Think that you have met a failure means somewhere success is nearby. God is testing you. God is teaching you with these failures. So learn from that failures. Okay, why I have failed? What is the mistake I committed? So that mistake I should not commit it again. This lesson we should learn. Only with this lesson we can improve ourselves. And you are knowing, though you face failures, these failures should create a fire inside you. Okay, why can't, let me see again. Let me see again. So you should decide that I will not leave the ground unless and until I meet success. Success is there somewhere. Who knows, if you leave the field and run away, just immediately within a day, you might be having the success there. Who knows? That is why don't run away from the success. Let me share you even Thomas Alva Edison's one more story. At that time he was 67. And what happened? His factory, which was worth a few $1 million, it caught fire. It had very, very little insurance. And you are knowing he was not a young man at that time. He was 67. And Edison watched everything. All his lifetime efforts go up in smoke, and said, there is great value in disaster. Just imagine, great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burnt up. Thank God we can start new. In spite of disaster, 3 weeks later, he invented the phonograph. See what an attitude. Whether we have such attitude? No. That is why we can't be Edison or some great personalities like them. So what we should learn from these great personalities? This persistence, this learning from our mistakes, the technique of learning from our own mistakes we should learn this, and we should never quit unless and until we are successful. Have a nice day.